finally travel. Lacking the crew though. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Heart starts beating furiously. Your breaths come short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigidus is shivering slightly. The crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. I guess it's Cassia. You could spend days just in the 40k wiki. I did that. I think most of today I just spent reading stuff about the Emperor, about Necrons and everything. It's really fun. Not even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her hand. First I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Oh, of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. You could spend days just looking at the books before finding what to read. Nice. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigidus, and then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. So, what did you want to speak about? With a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale, and then raises a pointed chin. I've not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash, and Theobald's heart stopped. But you acted honorably and did not exploit me in wretched position. And for that, I'm immeasurably grateful. I am also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. You've served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Imperium, and how to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of ember. But now, she throws back her shoulders. I'm ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board. But no red. Why no red? I mean, she clearly painted with red, didn't she? So, why do you refuse red paint? Cassia gestures toward the servant standing beside her. You will give up his blood before the ritual, as always. Oh gosh. Why do you paint with blood? Do you remember Idira's augury about several things happening in our future? One of them was referring to Cassia, especially about the blood part. Oh well. You know, tell me more about what the ritual entails. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of her hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant pores. After that, I use the House Orsellio's ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment. As she unfurls her hand, though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orsellio never lose their course. Yeah, I think Cassia really associates lots of things, and especially emotions, with certain colors. And blood. Ugh. Thank you for following, Swamp. Much appreciated. I shall ensure that all the necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Cassia nods and thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. It is very much fun to use in combat. Who are you? Ah, a Hogsmaster. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channels between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Nice. Another position on our ship with a very capable navigator filled. Seek not the words of the Xenos, that they infect us with blasphemy. So in bed you are, sister. I go either way. Oh gosh. Yeah, I really like the concept of the orcs, of the whole, if you believe it, it works, and if you don't, it doesn't. Seems kind of hilarious. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up this oration of cloves, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence. Initiating communion ritual. Come here, Oof. The exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, the low sob of the servant, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, the faint whisper of the brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. Oh boy. Casually just taking some blood from her servant. I just love that I can talk my shenanigans of lore. You have a great group here. Thank you, I also really appreciate my community. I see violet vortexes lashing on an ocean with a million flails, and amber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters, armorless drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. It's almost as cryptic as Idira. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit. Of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that springs here. The light is dead end. The great ruler is gone. The Voxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. So, Cassia, are you alright there? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. The throats roar from the strain. And then, sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. Oh boy. There go more of the servants. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis at the ritual, or what is left of them. Yeah, grimdark. Rogue Trader, I fear I've unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two. And my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. So we cannot return to the Emperor, to Terra? You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric and metal clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. The vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chamber to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. And dialogue. Another dialogue. It brings me much joy to see you writing. Slowly pressing the heretic button to alert the Inquisition. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a Navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time, please. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I want to report on the condition of the station, Urac V. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Yrliet system with a different destination, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of Nevis nobility bought us precious time. We can either send our force to disassemble the station and procure technological components. God, what's wrong with me? And procure technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Of course we're going to stoop to pillaging. Who am I? I'm a nice guy, but I'm not above stealing. I was just wondering what this symbol means. I mean, the thing is, the station is dying, we were told that, so I don't feel bad at all to loot something. Loot everything, from jewelry to the very last manuscript. At your command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engineer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew and, much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrix von Kallax, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for sure he was not at Eurac V, so keep in mind when making any future plans. It's not stealing if they are dead, right? And it's not evil if they're all dead, it's just recycling. Oh no. Well, welcome back, Alistair. Anyway. You know, why is it always business with you, Vigidus? Could you sometimes just visit and tell me how wonderful everything is? Certainly, Lord Captain. I don't know if she got that was a joke. If you're interested, this week passed with a record low rate of minor disturbances on the lower decks. A senior technomed from Shift 8 came up with a new formula of a lubricant used in kitchen servitor implant maintenance. The quartermaster of stock compartment 11 reported recently that we are spending ceremonial decorations at least 20% slower than expected, which means we have enough tablecloths, carpets and lampets to last us 15 years of grand receptions instead of 10, even considering that some of the stock was burned during the cultist attack on the vessel. Oh boy. Thank you, Vigidus. This will be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Alright, so where to go next? Could go to this one. I, B with a small triangle in it, T, almost cross, omega, whatever. I couldn't even get very far. Now the funny thing is, in 40k Heretic is used to accuse anyone who disagrees with you. Oh, that much I gathered so far from Argenta. It's basically like Witch Hunt, isn't it? Lord Captain, there's some commotion on the officers' deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
My dear chat, shall we just agree we're all heretics? Then the discussion is over. The Lady Navigator is engrossed in perusing the dusty tomes, which appear to have been neglected by the other officers, be it because of sloth or dullness of mind. You walk closer, Cassia looks up at you, starts, and hides a weathered book behind her back. This is where you can start a romance. Oh, nice. Okay, I am hoping for the mod to work and being able to romance Heinrix, so we're not going to go for Cassia. Edward points at the book in Cassia's hands. Ah, I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Aww. Cassia's a kinda cute mix of being endearing and frightening. Wait. There are romance options. I think there are 5 romance options, if I'm correct, which are gender locked, at least for me, unfortunately. But there's a mod which can help you, I mean, if you're interested in that, which can help you to go around those. But yeah, Cassia is one of the ones you can romance, but only as a guy. Cassia carefully shows you the book, which turns out to be a collection of works by the Cadian naval commander and poet Aelius Quint.
Urac V had a vast archive of its own, of course, although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Cassia gently brushes the dust off the cover with a thin, clawed hand, her eyes filled with longing, reminiscing about her lost home. Oh wow, thanks a lot, Mana-chan. Much appreciated. The events that took place on Eurac V must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orsellio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
What a very beautiful response. Cassia's response was reserved, pointedly decorous, clearly intended to create a distance between you two. You know, your only attendant is your valet from Urac V. Do my servants not measure up to your standards?
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Suction succeeded. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearances of navigators become topic of gossip among the lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising, then, that Cassia prefers the company of one who's used to how she looks. Yeah. 18 people for being different. The Imperium approves. No, I hope that you have had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility.
Idira.
But that I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
After an awkward silence, Cassia frowns and purses her lips. Oh.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Frightened by her own words, Cassia covers her mouth, pales, blushes, and then pales again, and hides her face behind the cascade of her snow-white hair. Aww. Everyone is going for the sisters, but I find warmth in Abelard's strong, warm arms. Ah. Well, I guess Abelard would also be more my type than Argenta, but well. That's the start where we could flirt. I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassia, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy. You know, you have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. And it is just as natural to share with the others.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urac V. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
Isn't that the first time she's missing someone? And thanks a lot, Juniper. The luminance of her expression cracks, revealing a great weariness beneath. She places her hand on her breastplate. I don't think that Warhammer is a universe of hugging, but I wanna hug her.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Ah, she's really cute. I'm so excited. Aww. The Tyranids like to hug until your biomass becomes one with them. Ah, not my kind of hug, I think. Yeah, the children of Navigator houses are quite sheltered. They are such a precious resource that losing even one is a big loss. No, makes you feel kind of bad for Cassia to be completely lonely, probably. I mean, could also flirt with her and see where it leads, especially if the mod is not going to work, right? Right. You know, I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first set eyes on her.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Uh-huh. Cassia blinks in surprise, her eyelashes fluttering, and a delicate blush suffuses her cheeks. At least the visual effect is quite beautiful. Struggling to maintain an expression of polite indifference, Cassia covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. Aww. Aha. Yeah. I thought it was cute. And I'm not sure if the mod is going to work. But I have your... Oh gosh, I can't say that. She left something on the table. No! No! Damn it! Ah! Well, thanks for telling me, but I was too blind. And too impatient to leave. Oh well, I don't think we can go back. It was cute. Alright. So, I would say back to another planet. The thing is, which do we want to explore first? Ricard Minoris or the weird one? Gosh, my computer really has fun rendering the game. It's pretty loud. I hope you don't hear it.